What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Vibra Live. Trying to switch it up. I'm not playing the intro tonight. See what happens with the monetization. I'm not going to turn it on, but I'm thinking maybe they'll push our shit out to the algorithm if we don't violate their copyrights or strikes for playing a song that I paid $3,000 for. So it is what it is. The bull market is here. We can't complain about nothing anymore. If you don't have your bags packed right now, what the hell have you been doing the last year ish? I think last January, HEX started ripping, everything started pumping. Crypto, that was the start of this cycle. We didn't realize it at the time, but towards the summer kind of was clear. And now we're making new all-time highs before the halving. So this shit's crazy right now. We've never seen this before. A run up like this in old bitty coin. This is I'm trying to tell people now that the halving, you got to scratch it. I think it's going to be a sell the news event, and I'm looking at the ETF launch in January as the new halving. So I'm going to judge this cycle off of that. So a year from January is what I'm thinking is going to be the top for Bitcoin, unless there's clear indication elsewise. I think the same thing. A year from April, a year from the halving will be when altcoins top off, and then people are going to be stuck saying super cycle, and the craziest shit's going to be happening. That's going to be the ultimate topic signal, in my opinion. So, yeah, guys, Bitcoin 66.8. I mean, I kind of want to see it just chop sideways. 60. Oh wow, never mind. Sorry, we're at 65.7. I kind of want to see it just chop sideways a little bit, maybe break up to 75,000 before the halving. And, you know, we'll see. But otherwise, guys, alt season is here. I mean, look at this alts in the last week. I mean, Shib, Dog Whiff Hat, Pepe, Floki. That to me shit tells me retail's back. This was the pump that retail came back. I think the last like bonk and meme coin run, that was more of Solana, the phone. People were getting the airdrops. I don't think that was as much of retail as being back as right now. When Doge and Shib pump, that to me is the sign. And until it's different, I'm gonna stick with that. Singularity Net and Fetch. Look at that. Huge weeks for them. AI. It's the season right now. I mean, Render. That it's the only one I have out of the three. I have Fetch and AGIX on PulseChain. So whatever. If they do good over there, great. I bought Fetch and Singularity Net in the bear market in 2022, and I sold them at like 55 cents ish when they ran up last year, and I never bought back in. And I'm kind of glad I didn't, because like 55 cents ish for Fetch, we're at 259, so not even a 5x from here. I mean, GPU, our gem that we just got, is up 45x right now. This thing is ripping like hell. And I think people just go to the website and they see NVIDIA right there, and that's all you need. It's the bull market right now. So people are going to look for the next Tau, the closest thing. And is it going to be a Node AI? I don't know. I mean, it's been running like crazy. It's at $1.30 last time I looked, $1.25, $1.28. Holy shit. I can't believe it. And that's how fast these things move. I got in on February 20th, which was all the way, more than a month ago. Whoop. All right, back down at 4 cents. I don't even know why it's not coming up. I guess it hasn't been on Coin Market Cap for as long as I've held it. Let's go. That's how you know you're early. You found a gem right here. Bullish as hell on this one, guys. I don't know. It's $128 million market cap. I just don't like that it's only on Ethereum. I'm not going to say you're too late. I think this coin's going to do well, but I think there's a better play out here. And shit, I forgot about it. And that is Layer AI. Donovan, shout out to him. He I guess he's put me onto it a couple of days ago. I saw it, And Chaos Chris, I think, had told me about it a couple months ago. I don't know if it's a rebrand from Chat GBU or GPU. I'm not too sure, but this thing looks awesome. I really like it. It's setting up to be potentially the next GPU now. I staked mine, and when you do that, you can actually you can earn towards a node, which is really cool. So you stake now, you get for every hour that you have your coins locked. So for every 1,000 coins you have staked, every hour you get 1 credit. And when you get 3,000 of them, you can mine one of the AI Genesis capsules right here, which is really cool. So I'm looking forward to that. I think this thing's going to be a gem. We just watched GPU Node AI do a 45x already. And compared to Layer AI, I just think that it's a better project. But that's how crypto is right now in the bull market. Not the best tech isn't going to win or do the best necessarily. It's what's trending, what's hot, and what retail is going to FOMO into. You can throw everything out the window pretty much right now. All the fundamentals, tokenomics, unlocks, all that shit. People don't care. I mean, dog whiff hat is the leading coin right now. So yeah, this coin LAI, guys, I think could be a gem. Definitely check it out. What are we at? I bought it at like 4.3 cents. It was right at this dip right down here. So maybe I don't know, maybe it was 4.5-ish. I'm not too sure, but whatever. I wish I was in it a little earlier. I mean, it already has ran up decently, a whole 3x, which compared to what GPU did, this is exactly, it feels the same. Feels identical. So I got my bag, and I like this too, Layer AI, because it's on Binance. I always check that. And the fact it's there, I actually sold some Creo today. Don't tell Goo God. But Creo pumped up to 12 cents. I sold it at like 12.1. It was literally the top, like right here. Yeah, 12.26 was the top. I sold it literally right near that top. I sold a third of my bag for Layer AI or for more Layer AI. I bought original bag yesterday and then did actually some research today into it, and it just felt like, yeah, this one's the one. And then another one I got is XNA NER AI, and this one is a little riskier. I think you can only get it on a couple small exchange. Oh wow, never mind. I take that back. It's on MEXC and Gate.io now. Holy shit, I'm bullish as hell on this now. I like that. XNA is a ticker. I got it on Trade Ogre. It's the only place that I knew about it. So I only bought like, I don't know, $150 worth. It wasn't much because I came and got QUBIC on here, which this coin is one to keep an eye out on. Also on Trade Ogre. I think AI is the narrative, AI in gaming. I think real world assets are going to be they're going to be massive, but retail doesn't care. When I just talk to people about crypto, what gets them excited, they don't really care unless they're guys that are like in real estate or financial or money guys. People want to go towards AI, Web3, games, decentralized finance, the decentralized infrastructure, decentralized finance. Yeah, people are going for DeFi. So QUBICs, GPU is the one that set the trend, but LAI, QUBICs, and then the last one is AI Power Grid, AIPG. I really like this one. The market cap is tiny. It was like $1 million. Yeah, they don't even have it on Coin Market Crap. Got to get it on go to CoinGecko, AIPG. It's a quarter. All right, never mind. $14 million market cap. And it's down in the last week. So this is an opportunity right here. AIPG. I've been in the Discord listening to some of the AMAs that they've had, and I like what they're doing. They're a really smart team. The founders have known each other for a while. These things are all I'm gonna say degen plays, but in a sense they are. Tau has obviously solidified itself. GPU, if it keeps running, could solidify itself. QUBIC, I think, is the most solid out of them all. QUBIC is the top one. Tau is obviously out of reach. I'm not even going to talk about that. But then below QUBIC, I think you got GPU, layer AI, and then beneath that AIPG and XNA. Those are my calls for AI right now. And obviously, I have render, and then let's see. There's actually you know what? I do have two more. I lied. OXO AI and then OR AI. But I think OR AI is just a little bit, it's ran a little too hard now. Yeah, it's up to $18. I mean, there's only 100 million of them, but yeah, $230 million market cap. I'm not trying to show you guys coins that are at $250 million market cap. I mean, if you've been watching the stream, I've been talking about this. I've been showing the portfolio a lot that I have. So let me go back. So, and then OXO. I think this one is, what's it? Holy shit. OXO is even bigger. Wow. Never mind. I take that back. Yeah. These are out of they ran too hard. They don't have nearly as much upside as AIPG, XNA, and layer AI. GPU set the trend, guys. If this site right here, this coin with only 57 GPUs and 28 nodes, I mean, this thing's tiny. I mean, if this thing has already done a 50x, it just shows you that fundamentals don't mean shit right now. AI Power Grid's actually a better project because I like what they do. You have Bitcoin. It's so wasteful. You keep hearing, oh, Bitcoin's so wasteful. Oh, it's so wasteful mining Bitcoin. What are you going to do with all this energy that uses more than countries? Well, with these new AI models, it's basically proof of useful work, proof of no waste, where they're going to mine Bitcoin, but then take that power and use it for AI and for meaningful tasks and to incentivizing node operators and growing AI, which is really cool. I like that. And that's what kind of layer AI is doing, but I think they're trying to do decentralized AI where you can run your own model and grow it from there on your own computer. That's what AI Power Grid is. But regardless, guys, AI is the narrative. It doesn't really matter right now. You could toss all the fundamentals, all that shit out the window. So Layer AI is an ETH2 blockchain dedicated for AI development. So hopefully it's open source, which I would hope it is in the future. Layer AI, like ChatGPT, is aimed at mass retail adoption in contrast to other blockchain AI projects. This opens an untapped market opportunity, entering the market via consumer apps. We have already onboarded applications in gaming, fitness, education, and other travel. All right, so I like it. I like it's different, but AI Power Grid, I kind of like what they're doing here, and I think Nur AI is doing the same thing with proof of no waste, using that energy towards important stuff, towards positive AI that can be used by a lot of people. I think AI, even though it's going to replace so many jobs, it's going to kill so many consultants, so many accountants, so many attorneys, so many marketers, so many people whose jobs are now replaced by ChatGPT. It sucks, but AI is unfortunately here. It's a necessary evil that's coming. It's just like any other tool. It can be used for good or it can be used for bad, and it's how far we allow it to get and grow is how I think it plays out. So yeah, let me check out the Pulse launch. This launch went phenomenal. It's sold out. So that was awesome. It was great to work with these guys. This first project that we were able to represent this bull market and partner up with, and hopefully spread the word. And somebody's gonna win a $75,000 package through here in this year. So I'm really excited for that. You'll get to be on the website here. So this is our cycle, guys. We're crushing it. Vibra Finance, let's go. Got that 40x gem on GPU. Shout out to Donovan, put me on the Layer AI a couple days ago. And then we got the AIPG and Nur AI too. So, guys, there you go. There's some AI gems for you guys. BSC actually has more. Let's go, bro. I like that. That's good. Get people off ETH. Get them off ETH. The great migration off of Ethereum. Let's see what else is doing the best. 24 hours. Yeah, look at this. In my portfolio, it's all AI. And Cellframe, which is actually a utility coin. I don't know why this thing's pumping. I don't know if they had some news come out or what, because the utility coins aren't really moving right now. Cellframe Network. Wow, I didn't even follow them. Let's go. AMA session. No, no news. Wow. All right. Well, I guess Cellframe could be one of those sleepers. What's the market? Yeah, $31 million market cap. So check that out if you want. On Binance as well. That's why I have it. It's because it's on Binance. The ETH coins I have, it's because I had some ETH that I needed to move into altcoins. I had about 10 ETH or so. I bridged 2 or 3 over to PulseChain, bridged 1 over to Binance, bridged 1 over to Polygon. And then with the rest of them, bought altcoins that I only could get on Ethereum. So if I have that choice, like Nakamoto, I'm going to get it on Polygon. Storage coin, another gem for all you 50 of you watching right here. Decentralized infrastructure is going to be a gem. It's going to be a narrative, I think, that DePin, decentralized physical infrastructure, they call it nowadays for the children out there. But storage coin, I really like this. You can get it on Polygon. You don't have to get it on ETH. $350 million market cap. They're kind of the same thing as what the AI coins are doing. These guys are doing with storage, where instead of giving up memory on your computer or hard drives for the AI to learn and grow or whatever, you're giving up space on your computer for other people to store. So the next generation Dropbox, Google Drive, or Amazon S3, decentralized cloud storage. So we saw Filecoin today is running hard. I saw it was up like 15% or something like that. Oh, I can't find it. Filecoin, there we go. Yeah, so Filecoin up to over $10. I mean, when you got a $5 billion market cap coin that's moving double digits in a day, I'm gonna take a look. We saw that pump like hell last week. So I think that DePin is gonna be a narrative. So these are the gems that you want to get before the mainstream is talking about them. Look at GPU, QUBIC. No one's talking about them yet, but they will. They will. I promise they will. So check out Storage Chain. Definitely one that, and that's the thing with these coins that are this small. It's not at a 30 million. If it gets to a $30 million market cap, it's done a freaking 100x from right here. So if that happens, you can put $100 into this thing, and before you know it, you could have 10 grand, and then it's at where GPU is right now. Or some of these other coins. So, guys, there's opportunity here in these smaller coins. OXO, out of reach. I got that back in October. Layer AI. I really like this. Got a lot of engagement on their Twitter too, which not a lot of projects do. So I see that. It's like, okay, wow, people are actually looking at it, engaging. It's not just likes and reshares. There's actual engagement on them. So let's go, fam. Layer AI, and then stake it too, and get yourself going towards the computation credits is what they call them. Sorry. Let me just bring this up real quick. I'll show you right here. See, so you get 19 per hour. So I staked mine, whatever. I don't know how long ago, 8 hours ago ish, something like that. Staked by you, GPT. Staked GPT, but I don't know why it says that when it's LAI. Oh, it's because it was GPT before. Okay, the rebrand, maybe they screwed that up. But regardless, once I get to 3,000 computation credits, I'm gonna get an AI activation. So at this rate, I think it's in like a week or so. So yeah, we'll keep an eye out on it. If you guys want, these are the projects to get in for their shield to the masses. What else is up on the favorites here? Finally, Flow's moving. I got that in my IRA. Actually, I sold all my DOT in my IRA. Get that off the favorite list. Screw you, DOT. Out of here. I actually bought more Flow and I bought a bunch of Sushi Swap, which was the greatest play ever in there. I was looking at my bag like right after the Uniswap pump happened. I was like, oh shit. So I bought a big bag of Sushi Swap. And then that pumped up, it doubled up plus some. So I was able to take profits and buy a big chunk of some Hedera and a big chunk of Stellar and a little bit more Quant. So anytime I could do that, make those moves, I'm all for it. Because I think those coins are going to last the test of time versus, you know, I just don't know. I don't Sushi Swap. Yeah, it might last, but I don't think it'll do nearly as good as Hedera in 10, 12 years, 15, 20 years. Hedera's got that plan, that 50-year plan to scale and grow to the masses. But speaking of plans to grow to the masses, we're done with the AI. I gave you some gems right there. Got 5 of them to do some homework in, and then storage coin too. Storage coin, XNA, LAI, AIPG, and then GPU probably a little bit late. But that's all right. That's the one to or QUBIC. Sorry, QUBIC. Yeah, duh. QUBIC. That's the other one. So there's 5 gems for you right there for free. I want all you guys to win. I'm not trying to have you here and sign up for this trading link or put up some leverage in. Da 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 da. Where can we stake our Flare token? I'm glad you got Flare, Healing Leaf. I love that because I love Flare too. The easiest way is the Bifrost wallet. Okay, you got it right here, Bifrost. So it's in the App Store. So you go to the App Store, and then once you send your Flare in there, it's going to be regular Flare. So it's actually I'll give you the alpha right here, bro. So the wrapped Flare. Once you wrap your Flare, you then delegate it and you choose 2 places to put it. And you earn your weekly rewards every 3.5 days per epoch. But I've just found out that the staking is actually way higher for the APY. So I pulled my money out of the wrapped Flare here and I did a stake for a year. But you can only do a stake one time and you can't unstake it or anything. So I left like 10%, 15% of my bag just in case in the other one. But now I'm getting like almost 300 Flare per week in the staking rewards. And I was getting like 115 when I was delegating it as wrap Flare. So do that. You want to send it right there, bro. Bifrostwallet.com. Send your Flare in. And then you got to actually click there's 2 buttons up. When you click Flare, there's buttons that pop up here. Click that. And then you got to actually wrap them into like P Flare or something to stake them. And then when you do that, stake them and then leave a little bit for gas for when you get your weekly rewards to claim. And that's the Flare, right? Alpha. And then also too, when you do that, when you have it staked, you will qualify. Oh no, sorry. I don't I don't know if you only stake if it qualifies you for the monthly drops because there's 24 monthly drops left of airdrops. So I thought you had to have it all in the delegated in the wrap Flare into the pools, but you don't. Well, you have it staked, it counts. It just doesn't show it in the distribution, but you actually get it. So I would maybe just in case actually wrap some, and then delegate like 10 flare and put 5 in one pool and 5 in another just in case, so it qualifies you for the monthly drops. If not, but definitely look into that, and then take the rest of it and then wrap it for the staking, and just leave like 1 flare for your rewards to claim it as gas, and then you'll get 2 years of drops and your monthly or your weekly rewards. And I mean, bro, I don't know how you beat that. Every month you get an airdrop, and then 4 times a month you get huge staking rewards. So, and if Flare is going to be a gem, guys, because what's going to be important about Flare is when it launches and it's interoperable and you can bridge Dogecoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, all these other coins that have zero DeFi, zero smart contracts. You can now bridge it over to Flare and start pairing it up and earning yield on it. So that's half of the market cap of crypto. If you look at Doge or Bitcoin, Litecoin, Doge, Bitcoin Cash, I mean, they're literally the biggest coins out here, and that's a lot of value. And Bitcoin's now what, $2 trillion $1.3 trillion market cap. So if 10% of that's in wallets doing nothing bridges over to earn yield, I mean, that's $130 billion right there. I mean, it'll be crazy. So I think Flare is going to be massive. And also too, they have AI stuff they're working with now. And I watched the interview with Hugo, and they have Google that is running Flare nodes, I believe, and they have contracts with the government, and they're under NDAs. They can't talk about it, guys. And they're chosen ones out here. We've pretty much proven it on this channel that there are chosen cryptos out there. It's not about the technology. The tech is great, but it's about who you know in this world. And I just see Stronghold, another chosen one out there. I really think Algorand is too. When I just look up here, it catches my eye. And another one that I've had my eye on the last couple of days, I haven't bought, but it's Ondo Finance. With what they're doing with tokenized assets and the people that are behind it with BlackRock and Grayscale. I mean, this could be huge. But I'm pretty much tapped out right now. I don't really want to spread out, and I have a bunch of tokenized asset plays. With Relio, with Nexera, or with the Alliance Block, NXRA, with Galileo Protocol, LCX, Polytrade, Defactor. I mean, there's a bunch of them that we have. So I feel like, I don't really need to add another RWA play right now, but definitely one that I am keeping an eye out on, because it's all about yield moving forward. And when I see this shit with like money markets and treasuries and US dollar yield of over 5%, I mean, crypto is all about yield. And that's what new, institutions and big hedge funds, big money that's going to come into DeFi, they're going to be seeking yield. And if these protocols give it to them, it's just like, man, I don't know, Coinbase, Pantera behind these guys, it might be something to take a look at. I don't know investing in U.S. Treasury bill ETFs is an ultra low risk investment option. So the minimum amount is only 100,000, guys. So all right, cool. So we can, we could definitely get in on this. 100,000 minimum. We got this, guys. Yield 5%. Interesting. 5% yield on 30-day. Percent a year, or is this shit 5%? So February is $1. So a year it's gone up 5%. Yeah, holy shit, it is only 5% a year. But you know what? For institutions, it's a different game. And that's why I'm like, damn, when they see HEX, if Richard can do something with the OA account to prove it can't be touched, or no one's ever going to touch it, and HEX, when everything's maxed out, it still pays 15% a year on a 15-year stake. It's like, holy shit. People are going to kill for that yield. Access restricted. The content you're trying to access is not accessible in your region. Offered to organizations outside the US. Man, yeah, fuck Ondo. Screw these guys. Flux, that's another one that they're tied to. Their lending protocol. But they do bonds and stuff too. I'd heard about them. I think their market cap is actually much smaller than Ondo. But regardless, I'm good on those. I'd much rather go into an AI play. Flux. No, they're mine 355. Yeah, they're both too big. But it's good to keep an eye out on them and to know what's going on in this market. You know, who's JP Morgan working with? You know, who's Coinbase working with? Who are they funding right now? You know, who's A16 got their eye out on? I just like to know. Even though you don't own the bags, it doesn't matter. But yeah, guys, definitely check out these gems. AI Power Grid, AIPG. It's only on CoinGecko. $14 million market cap. Definitely could be a gem coming up. XNA, NER AI. You know, it could be another gem too. $37 million market cap. But LAI, guys, is the one that I think is going to follow GPU. We just watched GPU do a 45x from when we first found it. And LAI is only a $15 million market cap. It's right around where GPU was. And if it's moving up 40% now in one day, people are going to see it. And people are going to put an eye out on it. But look, like 3 days ago, it was at 4 cents. So even though it's up 40%, you know, it's you're buying the high, but you know what? It's really not that big of a deal when you're buying coins at $15 million market cap or smaller. It's going to feel like you're buying the top a lot of the time, but that's all right. If that's not your cup of tea, check out StorageChain. It's on Polygon. You know, the DePin, decentralized physical infrastructure. It's going to be a narrative, I think. If we pump 50% in a day, Filecoin's moving 15% in a day. I just think StorageChain, once they start making some of these announcements that are rumored to be coming, the CEO is an awesome guy. You could literally get in touch with him tomorrow if you want, and he probably help you set up a node. I mean, that's why at some point you invest in people and the projects, and that's same thing with Richard Hart and HEX. So LAI, AIPG, XNA, and WSTOR, and then QUBIC is the other one. If you guys haven't heard about it, I think this thing is going to be a gem. A little higher market cap. I think it's like 70 million now, but people are staying away from it because they're getting scared that the market cap is $807 billion because the supply is huge. So you have to ignore the market cap, and I think it's scaring people. But influencers are going to start talking about it, guys. I just know it. It's going to be deflationary in the future, and once you launch a project, it's going to burn some of the supply of the coin. So I'm not. I think that's the reason. That's what's happening. But it's opportunity for us, guys. It really is. I mean, it really hasn't moved in the last month. I mean, we got into it a month ago, and it's barely doubled up. You know, we got in around like February 15th, and it's barely doubled up since we got in. I think it was actually right here at 48, around there. So only double up. I think this thing could be huge, guys. I really do. I really like QUBIC, and definitely keep an eye out on it for sure. And then, guys, last thing I want to talk about is the PDI stuff with Richard Hart. We have been talking about it since last summer. Having Chaos Chris from the Verse on here, talking to Coexistence Steven, having Zach on here from PRS. I'd love to have Hodonomics on, and Sonny. Coach has been crushing it too. They put so many things together, and now people are finally seeing, holy shit, is Richard really behind this? Is Richard really behind it? Is it really him? And I don't know. Signs are starting to point to it. And Richard's in control of P Maker. We know that. And now a shitload of money is coming over, guys. 200 million DAI from the PulseX sacrifice has been deposited. Or it's a long post to say that RH tested the maker vault before PulseChain launched. Damn. I'll post next few days on the wrapped ETH fork funnel he set up and why it's important. But it all revolves around his ability to run things through the balancer protocol. This man is a big brain. Hats off to this beautiful setup. He was the first to collateralize the P maker pools. He did it before PulseChain launched. He amassed 2.1 billion PUSDC in one of the vaults, and he turned the P maker functionality back on 16 days ago to allow its vaults to be collateralized. Let's go. The pegging guys. I might owe Shaq some money. I'll have to go back because I think we made a bet. It's funny because every time I go to we'll check out the bubbles quick. Every time I go to the chart on PDI, I got something drawn there. It just reminds me of that. And Shaq saying it's going to $1, and me saying, bro, I don't think it's ever getting past 50 cents because people are going to just sell the shit out of it. They're going to just sell it back down, sell it back down. But now with the different ways to collateralize it, man, guys, insane. And now Tropa's pumping like hell. Let's go. PLUSD. I had a bag of that, but I fumbled it. I got out of it. But it's all right. Same Pokemon. Can't win them all. Can't get them all. All right. Where the hell is PDI? Here we go. Damn, who was on the 1 minute chart? Lindsay must have been on the computer. Fact Shack. There we go. It's going to $1. PDI going to $1. Absolutely insane. Look at that candle today. Woo! So I started at what? Like midnight or something last night. So that had to be 9 Iron Capital putting this tweet out. If these are wallets are RHs, I have proof that he already is operating a P maker vault with PUSDC and PDI and PulseChain. Where did this list come from and how do we know these are RH related? I have the DOS bomb Excel, but not the time to audit it. ETH, wrapped ETH, bridge, balancer, protocol pools, PDI, PUSDT, PUSDC. I'm nearly there and piecing it all together. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Like if we can have this decentralized stablecoin going, and then we can have people start to see, holy shit, you know, if we have 2 chances now at a decentralized stablecoin, an algorithmic stablecoin with PUSD, guys, the sacrifice is still live. Like if we could get God Whale or the whales of PulseChain to defend this, because this is basically a Terra Luna, which got up to $43 billion on Ethereum last cycle. So imagine if this here, we could have if it launched, the whales deposit a shitload of money to defend the peg. So we have an algorithmic stablecoin with PUSD and then Richard doing PDI. Then we have 2 decentralized stablecoins, one algorithmic and one Richard Hardithmic. Amazing, guys. So I hope people see this. The light bulb clicks. And if you can sacrifice or you've ever made anything or wanted to super chat on this channel because we've never been able to, I have a thing in the description of this video, a link for my little sacrifice, or just go to pulsechainusd.io. You could still sacrifice for 32 days. And I would love to see this happen, guys. This could be huge for PulseChain because people are going to try to defend or attack PDI and it's not real. But if we could have multiple, it's like, guys, we are the king of DeFi right here. We got 2 different decentralized stable coins. We got liquid loans. You know, we got all these different dexes, lending liquidity pools, a Tropa and PDI, the new way of doing DeFi. Like PulseChain, guys, this could be so big for us to just have 2 different options. So pulsechainusd.io. And guys, I think this is, you know, it's just playing out better than I thought it could. For as down in the dumps as we were last summer, and as how shitty as it felt when Richard rugged all those liquidity pools and people just were losing money left and right. I mean, guys, how good does it look now? Like Richard, I feel like that happened because he knew the SEC was coming. He had to abort mission, and he just got, unfortunately, got extorted pretty much by the crypto feds, and they want their 12 million. So once he pays them that, I think we'll be good to go. And clearly, I think him moving money over, him doing all this stuff and not doing it sneakily, being kind of not public about it, but it being on his Twitter and stuff. Like, guys, I don't know if he knows something, but we'll see. Oh, shout out Duck moving like crazy. I love it. I like this, guys, because when you go here, right here, Louis Vuitton Duck on his profile. Like this, I think it's going to do just as good as Teddy moving forward. I think people are sleeping on Duck. I really do. Holy shit, really? 9669. The perfect price. It's on Lobster Wild. Don't get it on ETH. I don't know why. All right. Oh, XLM, nothing. I don't know why. When are we going to have a site that has all the different blockchains? I mean, seriously, you can't have Stellar on here? Really? You don't have H-bar on here? Really? I think they do, though. I take that back. I think they do have H-bar. Yep, they do. Let's go. Karate Combat. Oh, shit. That's right. For all you guys, if you don't know, Karate Combat, they have another event coming in like 2 weeks. So you can, when you bet on these events, like BitBoyd's, where he just fought last week. So when you bet on the fights, you can't lose. It's called Up Only Gaming. And karate's going to blow up, guys. This is going to be bigger than the UFC. I promise you. Within the next 2 years, I'm calling it. That Karate Combat overtakes the UFC in market cap. It's so much more engaging. People love this shit. And they got their second kickback event 2 weeks. So I'll be betting it like crazy. And you can't lose, guys. And when you start up a wallet, if you go here to the website, and then go to the app and then you download it, I believe they send you like you get 88 tokens for free for downloading it. And then there's a bunch of other things they do to get tokens for free on Twitter. They have giveaways all the times. So it's a really cool, guys. I love it. This thing is going to do amazing. And it's on Hedera. So that's all I got for tonight, guys. The AI gems, it's the narrative for this cycle right now. AI gaming, and then the decentralized infrastructure, decentralized storage. I think that's going to be a narrative. And then maybe, NFT 2.0. And then there's always going to be things that come along, decentralized science or decentralized, I don't know, Facebook or decentralized, marketplace, meat or decentralized supermarkets. I don't fucking know, but something like that is going to pop up. But we're sticking to the ones we know for sure: AI, gaming, and Richard Hart, and then also Hedera and Stellar and the utility coins, because we're utility maxis around here now. We don't really we degen into the gems, the altcoin gems that are just low market cap. We don't go for the memes, the shit coins. Nah, we don't need any of that. Anyone getting jacked by Coinbase? Yeah, stay off of Coin. I mean, we all need exchanges, but honestly, if you have Coinbase, set up a Bitstamp account, set up a Kraken account, set up a Gemini account. I have 3 exchanges that I use. Everybody should have 2 or 3 because they're all going to shut down. They're all going to pull some shady shit. We all know it. It's just how it goes right now. But the more exchanges you have, the more options, the better. So that's all I got for tonight, guys. Smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, because all you get is alpha around here and it doesn't stop.